Reef Beef with Ben and Rich. This is a great podcast show. We also have Humble Fish, everything you need to know about quarantine fish.
Let's do this one.
Holy jumping, what we got there?
Oh my God, that's rusty.
That is rusty.
You brought it up downstairs. I assume you want to talk about it.
Yeah,
That's
I do want to talk. Okay, so let's get right into it.
Do you want to talk about both these at the same time? Or
No,
these two different?
let's start with that one because I don't think there's enough. Well, you can put the other one there if you want to.
And then I can move this one out of the way and we start talking with this
Yeah. Come on, Kevin, don't hurt your shoulder there.
one. Oh, it's already hurt.
Okay, awesome. All right, here we are. Episode 14.
14.
That's my favorite number, 14. It used to be 3, but my son was born on the 14th. My daughter was born on the 5th. So 4 plus 1 makes 5, and 14 is mine. All right. Yeah, so let's talk about fragging.
What
That
the
is-
frag?
Huh?
What the frag?
Yeah, cut coral. So let's start off. This was my first one right here. This is a tile cutter. We're talking about 20 years ago. We didn't have these nice band saws that you see right here. So this was my first one. We used to run salt water underneath. That's why this thing is rusted like crazy. And I want to do SPS and all that on that, but it was mostly like the big brain corals, like the faviates, where they were, the coral was on a big rock, right? So back in the day, it would you would have a tray underneath there, Caitlin, and the blade would be hit with water all the time, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be careful not to burn the coral when you're fragging. So that's why like these, there's water running through it, and same thing for that. When you're cutting tiles, that's a tile cutter.
So, seeing as not everybody knows what our storage room looks like, why are you
Damn.
keeping this?
I have no clue. It still works. That's why.
Oh.
It still works.
So that's the same reason why you're...
No, but we were cleaning some frag plugs with that. Remember?
Yeah, all right. So that's the same reason why you keep me around, because I still work, so...
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the new one.
Yeah, so we have actually 3 of these suckers. They are the Gryphon bandsaw. This is the cat's Meow. I had the inland before. After that, people got into the Dremels. I didn't get into the Dremels. Then the inland bandsaw came, and these saws were more for cutting glass. You know those people that make those glass windows, all different colors and all that.
Yeah.
That's what they were made for, is to cut glass.
Stained
And
glass.
the inland bandsaw really, it was great at the time until this came out. This is a Cadillac compared to the inland bandsaw. The inland bandsaw had a little tray here that would drip water. It would always get clogged, and the motor was at the bottom.
Well, the water
So it just ended up just not working any good. This one here, the motor's on the top, and your water's in the bottom, and you put your sponges on the side, so you just get a little bit of water going down, and so you're not gonna fry your motor. Where my inland bands, I think I gave that away once I bought that. But back in the day when I bought my first one like this, they were only like $300. Now they're like $700-800 for one of those. We have 3. 2 are the long ones, and the third one, actually my first one, is shorter. It's not as tall, like the distance between the tray and the top was shorter. So when you were getting into big corals, couldn't fit it in there, right? So they came up with a taller version, and it's great. So we got 2 of those, and they all cut nicely. Like you see in the video, we're doing some frags of the Duncan coral that we did.
Oh,
was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So what's nice about that, before we used to use just the wire cutters kind of thing, right? You just snap it off. The bottom would always be crooked, and you try to glue it. It wasn't flat. With this, even with SPS corals like Acroporas, Montes, you can cut that right inch by inch if you want to. In the Acroporas, you cut them right flat at the bottom, so when you put them on your frag stem, it will stand in there, right? Instead of being all like a chipped tooth. So this is, if you run a store or you do a lot of fragging, this is well worth purchase. You can only get them in the U.S. You have to order them from the U.S. Like I said, I think they're like $500-600 US. So by the time you do the exchange rate and shipping and all that, it'll cost you close to $800-900 for one of those. Just a blaze, like these blades here, they run over like $100. And it's a diamond blade. And a lot of people think, oh my god, I was scared to cut my fingers. No. As it's running, you're not going to cut your fingers. But you put your nail there,
Yeah.
it'll cut your nail. But just, I mean, don't leave your finger on there, your skin on there, obviously, duh. But I mean, if you get your nail on there, it'll cut your nail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a Gryphon bandsaw.
Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, that one there is probably what? A good 10-15 years
You
old.
got it in 2014.
2014, wow. Yeah. So, cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, we're gonna frag this Duncan.
Thanks for watching.
You can see there's a little dead spot here. That was from my hairy mushroom.
That's 3.
That was
3 done.
See what's got stung here, but this is still alive. I'm gonna save that. There's 2 heads here still alive. I'm gonna save that. So you need to use the Gryphon bandsaw to do this. I mean, you can get some snips. You snip that, and it starts flying away, and you're not gonna get that nice cut. So I'm gonna save this part here for myself, and I'm gonna frag the rest of that. So extend this on. Solution here. I just finished cutting the doors. So this piece, you see it's pulled it off right there. I'm just going to slide down the color line. One more thing, like these bandsaws are done. I'm going to come on this side. This is a bandsaw. It's a diamond blade. I can touch that, it's not going to cut me. If I put my nail, let me see if I got a long nail here somewhere. It will cut my nail. Anything hard, it will cut. But your skin, you can touch, unless you leave it on there, it will cut. They're safe. A lot of people are scared of it, but nothing to worry about. These are the 2 pieces that are alive. That's how easy it is to do the bandsaw. Can't force it, just let the blade cut itself.